This is what we will cut today. First, this is a drawing, and you want to fix the 2 points. So when you cut, it doesn't shift. The layers won't shift. It will still shift somewhat. And in this cut, I want to show a few things that I have learned and you want to be aware. One is that this is a very small piece. We know that either watercolor, oil paintings, or Chinese brush paintings, they sell by size besides quality. Quality, same size. The bigger, it's more expensive. But paper cut, I think it's different. It's actually harder when it is small. And this one shows that. So when you start, you probably want to start it larger, simpler and larger. Second one is that when it is so small, I made 8 layers. That's made this cutting not very easy. So this first part is just about the water waves under the swan. They are just all shapes, whatever shape you decide. As long as you can draw, you can cut. It's just you're using a pair of scissors as your drawing tool. And I'm showing this one is to also say another lesson. For example, I would generally cut from the right side to the left side. The reason being I can see the line, the drawing that I have, even if it's just draft, I can see. But here I'm showing that I am going the opposite way, which is not natural, but it's I guess how you want to take it. It's also an exercise. Supposedly, if I'm good enough, I should be able to do both ways and also with similar quality. And in this one, I know clearly that when I go opposite way, I don't feel as comfortable as going the other way around. You can try and decide by yourself. So first step, as in the previous lessons, if you haven't watched, about cutting the larger shape first, so it's easier for your hand to hold it. It becomes smaller, and then I go to the detail. And the very first stage is just about shapes. And because this is very small, it is challenging. If you try, I will suggest, if you're using the rice paper is very thin, or the red rice paper, maybe you want to try to start with 4 layers. For this size, 4 layers is much better. I was ambitious and I put 8 layers together. It's kind of challenging for me to make it very smooth. So this is a kind of shaped line, as when we draw with pencil, right? You can watch my previous video where I showed how to cut lines and how to cut shapes. You just need to have patience. I did the swan cutting previously for the second workshop offered at Cambridge Public Library, Being One with Earth, in April. But on that day, my best friend in China passed away on that day. To pay a tribute to him, I made a decision on the spot while I was giving the workshop. We instead cut the fish bird to express my hope that he is free and free to fly from ocean to the sky, and also from fish to bird, to have his spirit free. And so now I am trying to show the cutting these blank swans again. This is a part that what I was trying to show in the second workshop is beside the line, the shape, how do you cut this? And this is when you try to describe feathers, hairs, flower, the heart of the flower, or shading. When we draw with pencil, we can use value to indicate the shade part. It's lighter, or it's there's a transition. In paper cut, you can also use this way to show the medium in paper cut is lighting. This cut usually it used to be put on the window, so when the morning comes, the light shines through. It will shines through the cut part, and so you have the image. So paper cut is really a play of paper cut, the cut, and the lighting. This is like, so cutting this is the new techniques for the second workshop. I could make it much bigger to show it. If you want me to use larger paper to show this technique, please leave a comment and I will make a separate maybe short video to just show how to cut this. But please don't make it so small when you start. You will be frustrated. If you use mulberry paper will be strong and really in and it's thicker. So for mulberry paper, you could use like, even just 2 layers or 3 layers. If you use very thin rice paper and you use only 1 or 2, it's actually harder because it's so soft and no shape. So having a few layers is easier. Also notice at the end, the watercolored swan, I watercolored the white one, the swan that I cut with white paper. That was from my first cut. This one, I will color it later. I always think that people can color this easily by yourself. So I am not thinking of, to show the process of painting this. But if you want me to show you how to do watercolor after you paint it, after you cut it, I saved these white swans, means that I haven't painted them yet. I just saved them there just in case that if you are interested and you want me to show the process, I will make a short video for it. But please make a comment and let me know. See here, it's impossible because it's too thick and then the cut is too small. So you can follow this image but make yours bigger. I also made a little bit decoration of the little baby ducks, and now we can cut off where we stapled the layers now. Also, in traditional Chinese paper cut, you do not have to be so representative. It can be suggested. People will figure out. You can decorate because that's the part that you want. That's when women in the past who had no education and lived a very hard life, what they want to do, they want to decorate their things beautiful so that they see the beautiful part of life and to express their hope. But it doesn't mean it's like a realistic drawing. You have to be so realistic. It has a lot of freedom for you to express. And at times, it doesn't even have to be what kind of bird. It can be just bird, you know, with wings, with babies. So that's it.